All right. It is the weekend, Saturday. Heading to the gym and for the last workout of the week. And what do we got? It's biceps, back, legs, I believe, maybe a little ab work. But yesterday I got my new nutrition and workout plan from my coach, and so we're changing things up quite a bit. We're doing what are 4-week cycles, and I think the first 4 weeks kind of for him to get to know me a little bit. So it's really important that I get feedback. I have to track lots of stuff. Well, not lots of stuff, but like for instance, my weight every day. I got to track that. Track the circumference around my stomach, kind of the part that goes around your belly button, and also around my big part of my butt, and track that. And why are you tracking that? Well, I guess first I should say, from a diet standpoint, we are going to be lowering calories. I've been bulking up, so we're going to cut down a little bit. I'm not sure how much we'll be doing. I'll find out. But one of the reasons why I'm going to be doing measurements is that some people, when they start working out, lifting weights, they might be doing a caloric deficit, so not eating as much calories, but the scale doesn't show that they're actually losing weight. That's why you also take measurements, because measurements can show another story. Because if your weight's staying the same, but your measurements are going smaller, around your waist or whatnot, is what's likely happening is you are losing fat and you're gaining muscle. And muscle weighs more than fat, but you could see the measurements, you are getting smaller. And so that's really important for people to know, and why you can't just only go by the scale. And so your clothes start fitting maybe a little bit looser, those types of things. And so it's going to help track, and I'm sure there's other information for it. So the more I start working with my coach, I'll be asking questions. He reiterated time and time again, got to ask lots of questions. Never feel bad for asking too many questions. The only, one of those things is the worst clients are the ones that aren't asking questions, and of course that don't do the work. But what kind of things we're changing? Well, my meals are very different, and so it's going to be much smaller meals throughout the day, differently time-spaced ideally. Some things I can eat that I didn't really think I could eat, and focusing on, I'm on a caloric deficit, so I'm just not going to be eating as much, but I'm still going to get a lot of protein, going to be less carbs, and then I've been eating a lot of carbs during these last several weeks, months, whatever, to help bulk up. But now we're going to be reducing that some. And so I just got to plan it. Like, I'm at the gym, and I got some things to eat pretty much right after. I didn't usually do that before, and actually part of it's sugary cereal, and so it's a certain type of carb, and so that you want to have after the workout. I'll be asking him what's the purpose of that, just so I understand. But right now I'm just going to do it. Also, he's having me do a pre-workout and intra-workout shake with some whey protein in it and some other fast-acting carbs, which I've been doing fast-acting carbs, but I wasn't doing anything with protein, and so let me start doing that. Now my workouts, he's doing different types of days from what I've been doing. So we're doing kind of all body again. So leaving my specialization, and I'm hiring the coach. I'm going to do what he wants. And again, we're doing 4-week cycles. I hired him for a year, and so we'll see how it goes. And so there'll be plenty of time to make adjustments. But looking at the exercises, he's having me do several different things that I've never really done before, or maybe haven't done much of. And so like lunges, oh my gosh, lunges is on there, and I don't like lunges, but I'm going to be doing them. And so I think, how does it schedule? Like, he's doing 4 days a week, but he said I could do some other light stuff on other days. So I'll be finding more of that, because I'm used to used to working out 6 days per week, and so I'm going to talk to him about that, and maybe get some additional exercise groupings in. But I'm going to trust the process. There's a reason I hired him and not other people. His track record, his experience, the company that he is part of, and their approaches to things. And so very much going to trust the process and put the work in every day, put the work in, give my feedback, and help them, give him feedback so that he can further help me. And in turn, I also like to share this knowledge with other people too. And one of the ways you grow is by sharing. All right, so what happened with work yesterday? Yesterday was Friday. Trained some more of my loan officers, the new ones that are on board. They're in the middle of onboarding 3 of them, and we were going over what we call refining and status update calls. And I don't have a lot of time to get into what each of those mean. And if you're not a loan officer, the status update calls might not necessarily make sense. But refining, and what's the purpose of refining? And refining is the activities you do after you have a meeting with somebody. In our case, with real estate agents. And because not every time you're going to get the sale on the spot, and you have to have your follow-up and staying in touch. And more sales are made as a result of constant follow-up than just simply you close on the spot. And a lot of sales professions, is this initial sale on the spot is not even the norm, because they have whatever else they have to do, get things signed off on, more research or whatever, and so you have to have the follow-up. In other sales positions, and like in ours, in the mortgage world, when you meet with the realtor, it's not just a one-off opportunity. They work with lots of buyers. You want all those opportunities, and over the course of time, and to do that is staying in touch. We call it top of mind awareness, TOMA, or omnipresence, and it's developing that relationship intentionally working to develop that relationship in order to get business from them. Now you got to be genuine with it. You're not trying to be deceitful, but refining that relationship is key to having a long-term success, have a long-term mutually beneficial with that real estate agent. And so if you're a salesperson and you're not doing your follow-ups, you're not intentionally looking to develop relationships with your accounts, you're missing out big time. And spend an hour a day doing it. And touch base with them. Calls, texts, emails, relational stuff. And we call it use the Pareto principle. You're not talking business all of the time. 80% of the time, it's relational. And that's why social media is great, because you get to know them on social media. And so refine those relationships and keep on doing it, and your business will grow. All right, that's it for now. At the gym. See ya.